After quite the trip to America, I came back to the UK from Orlando with Aer Lingus. Luckily for me, I managed to grab a last minute seat on the plane with absolutely nobody sat next to me for the entire 8.5-hour flight. This no frills experience compared to the wonderful business class offering has your very basic amenities, including the worst earphones you'll ever listen to on a plane, a rather rough but bouncy little pillow, a blanket, and a much smaller 10.6-inch HD touchscreen compared to the 16-inch HD screen featured in business class. There is a single socket UK plug between the two seats, which really should be featured on each individual seat, which saves you the awkward conversation with a potential stranger sitting next to you about who uses their device to charge first. The in-flight entertainment system is exactly the same, and the screens are equally as responsive as they are in business class, as these Panasonic screens really are a nice touch indeed, with no doubt size being the only difference between the business class offering and the economy. The sheer number of films, shows and games is extensive. There is something for everyone, but I highly recommend using the search function as it's impossible to scroll through every title. After keeping my free Wi-Fi card from my business trip out here, I logged on, but Google took approximately 20 minutes to load, so it's safe to say that the Wi-Fi was just as terrible as when I last flew out with them. It's absolutely horrendous, and it's something that needs severely addressing when you're charging people for a service that doesn't even work properly. Not long after takeoff, we had some lovely snacks, including these mini baked pretzels, a few cans of Coke, and I was even offered a free inclusive alcoholic drink with my meal, which I thought was a very nice touch. Everything in business is inclusive, but for alcohol there is an upcharge in economy for everything. When dinner was served, I had chicken and mash, which was very tasty, along with a simple salad, a bread roll, a cup of water, but the star of the show was cheese mousse, and it was incredible. It went down a treat. The meals on Aer Lingus are great quality and are some of the best I've had in the sky within an economy product offering. After checking out a film or two, the cabin lights went down and I tried to get some sleep, but sitting up on a plane with the armrest between the seats unable to lift up entirely, I failed to get longer than 20 or 30 minutes of my 8-hour cross-Atlantic flight. I struggle to sleep on planes at the best of times, and that's why I usually opt for a lie-flat bed, but paying £1,000 just to sleep couldn't be justified on this occasion. I woke up to a nice breakfast bap and a coffee before landing in Manchester, but before I did, my entertainment screen decided to break for the last 2 hours of the flight and couldn't be restarted. Cheap and cheerful, I think the Aer Lingus economy product is a solid option, albeit I wouldn't entirely recommend it for a long-haul red-eye flight, but I would recommend it for a long-haul daytime flight where sleep isn't really needed. Thank you very much for checking out this Aer Lingus economy review. Make sure to stay until the end of the video to check out our business class reviews of the same journey.